the BBC. Bomber Command reports that last night's raid on Berlin has caused substantial damage to the German capital. 9 of our bombers are missing. All the rest have now returned safely. The Air Ministry announces that strong forces of RAF bombers attacked selected military objectives in the Berlin area last night. Fires and explosions resulted, and it is estimated that considerable damage was done. The raid lasted between 2 and 3 hours. Our bombers made direct hits on important military targets, which included petrol installations...
Oh my God! You came back!
What the devil? What are you doing here?
The charwoman let me in. I'm absent without leave. I should be court-martialed and shot. And I should have sat here for a week. Good heavens, Captain Henry, you do reek of rum.
That's the debriefing. They give you a big breakfast, a lot of rum, and you talk. How about this? Is this the reward for the conquering hero?
Exactly. It was bad, wasn't it?
It was long.
But do you want anything? A drink, food?
A drink, I guess. And I could use a little sleep.
I thought as much. You turned your bed down and drawn the curtains. I'll take that. Now, you get into your pajamas, and I'll fetch the drinks.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought I'd try to call Pug tonight.
Well, we won't make New York much before 8. That's 2 a.m. London time.
Well, I can call him tomorrow. We really stayed too late at the submarine school, but it was such a joy to see Byron looking so well and doing so well. Pug will be delighted. I'm ever so grateful to you for driving me there.
Well, I had business in New London. It worked out perfectly. Besides, anytime I can be with you, Rhoda, it's a pleasure. You want to stop for dinner? Or maybe try one of these little tea places?
Oh, I'd love some tea, thank you. Looks charming.
Yeah.
How wonderfully cozy this place is.
Mm-hmm. Too bad we can't stay here.
Maybe we can.
Captain Henry. Captain Henry.
Yeah?
Captain Vance called. You're wanted at your embassy at 6:15.
What time is it now?
5. I'm making you something to eat.
Where'd you get the food? There's nothing in that icebox but beer.
I went out and bought it.
Hey. What the Sam Hill? Where and how did you get all this?
Oh, I'm a London alley cat. I know where to forage. Now sit down, Captain. We don't have much time. Some potatoes?
Thank you.
Well, rather hungry at that, weren't you?
That was the best meat, the best bread, and the best wine I ever tasted.
You exaggerate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm trying to make up for the stupid way I behaved before you left.
I'm glad I went, Pam. It was the right decision.
Oh, now that you're back, no argument. My apologies.
You're forgiven.
Good. Do you know that I fell for you on the Bremen? Did you have any inkling of it?
I must be pretty dumb. I hadn't the faintest notion.
And in Berlin, I was hard put to it not to try my luck with you. But I knew it was impossible. You're so devoted to your wife.
Yes, the Rock of Gibraltar.
When you opened that door a few hours ago, I came close to believing in God.
Well, I've developed a high regard for a London alley cat myself.
I'm glad. I should be sorry to think that my grand passion was totally unrequited. If you unhand me, Captain Henry, I'll serve the coffee. No, waiting for you at your embassy.
What will you do? Go back to Oxford?
I thought I'd telephone. What will you do?
I have to find out what Blinker Vance wants first.
Shall I wait for your call at my flat?
Do that.
All right.
Now, damn it, Pug, that was one blameful excursion of yours over Berlin. We don't want to give the Army and the Air Corps the notion that the Navy trains goofy daredevils. However, I've talked to General Fitzgerald and General Anderson, and I told them that I knew you from war plans and that you're a good man. Now, shall we get at it?
Captain Henry, you've been an observer here. You've been sending optimistic reports to the President recommending all-out assistance.
Not wholly optimistic, sir, but recommending full assistance, yes.
We're proceeding from here to a dinner at the Army and Navy Club with some British admirals and generals. We already have a list of the war material they want. It would strip our armed forces clean. Point is, we have to cable specific recommendations to the President within 5 days.
That's the hot potato we've been handed, Pug. So let's get down to business. Suppose the British do hold out. Suppose Hitler doesn't invade. What then?
Well, I can give you the official line, Admiral. Hold Hitler in 1940. Pass him on air power in 41. Shoot the Luftwaffe out of the skies in 42 and 43. Bomb their factories and their cities to bits if they don't surrender. Invade and conquer in 1944.
With what? 10, 15 divisions against 200?
Actually, I think it's somewhat simpler than that, General. Just hang on until we get in.
Now you're talking. But can they hang on?
I've seen their invasion defenses. I visited their fleet, still the finest in the world. They've more than held their own with superior aviators and advanced radar. They've even started installing their stuff in night fighters. Hang on. Yes, sir, I believe they can.
Well, I say this, Moose. Your man makes a case. We got to come across anyhow, since that's what Mr. Big wants. Least we can do is make some trade-offs. Like that cavity thing you wrote the president about. And that airborne radar.
Right. At least get something for our money. But I'm warning you, if the British fold and this stuff winds up in German hands, all who have taken part in these transactions stand a good chance of hanging from a lamppost on Constitution Avenue. Let's be on our way, gentlemen. Our British cousins await.
I'll be right along. Well, Pug. Well done. Those limeys are holding the fort for us, Pug. We've got to help.
Yes, sir.
Trouble is, the big crunch comes when they run out of dollars. But the big boss is a slippery customer. I'm sure he'll figure out a way to just give them this stuff. It's a good thing Rhoda didn't know about that bomber ride, Pug. Next time, I'd recommend you take a little better care of your tail.
Aye, sir.
Let's go.
How'd it go?
All right.
There's a dispatch here for you from Bupert's. Transportation tells me they have a priority for you available to Lisbon on the 14th.
Grab it.
Say, maybe you and that nice little Tudsbury girl can have a farewell dinner with Lady Martin and me tomorrow night.
Hello?
Pamela?
So glad you called in. A quarter of an hour, I'd have been gone.
Gone where?
I talked to Uxbridge. They're being very broad-minded. If I come back tonight, all is forgiven. But they're short-handed and expect heavy raids, so I really must go back right away.
Of course you must. You're lucky you're not getting shot for desertion.
Well, a WAF is a certain amount of emotional rope to use up, but I think this time I've really done it. I'll get another special pass in a week or so. We can see each other then.
Pamela, I'm going back to Berlin day after tomorrow. And then to Washington. Blakey just gave me the news. Pamela?
I'm still here. Day after tomorrow, is it?
That's right.
You wouldn't want me to desert for 2 more days and take what comes, would you? I'll do it. I will.
That's no way to win a war.
No, it isn't. Well, this is an unexpected goodbye, then.
Oh, our paths will cross again.
Do you think so? Well, I believe Ted's alive and he's coming back, so I'll probably be married by then, and that will be far more easy and proper all round. All the same, today was one of the happiest in my life. That's unchangeable now.
Well, I'll never forget it, Pam. I'll never forget 1 minute of it.
Won't you? Good. Neither will I. Some hours of joy weigh against a whole lifetime, don't they? At least I think they do. Well, goodbye, Captain Henry. Safe journeyings.
Goodbye, Pamela. I hope Ted makes it.
Monstrous product of former wrongs and shame has now resolved to try to break our famous island race. by a process of indiscriminate slaughter and destruction. What he has done is to kindle a fire in British hearts, here and all over the world, which will glow long after all traces of the conflagration he has caused in London have been removed. He has lighted a fire which will burn with a steady and consuming flame until the last vestiges of Nazi tyranny have been burned out of Europe.
You have just been listening to the Prime Minister of Great Britain.
Marvelous phrase maker, that man.
And now, back to our regularly...
Do you think they'll actually hold off the Germans, Palmer?
What does Pug say?
Well, he wrote a pessimistic letter when he first arrived. He hasn't written again. Well, I suppose I should give up tea, seeing as it was my downfall. If only I could plead having been drunk, but I was sober as a minister's wife. Oh, my.
Rhoda, I don't think of myself as a homewrecker, especially not a military man serving abroad.
Well, dear, I don't think of myself as a scarlet woman. It must be the war, Palmer. With Hitler bestriding Europe and London burning to the ground, all the old ideas seem, I don't know, trivial or something.
I have to go to Denver.
Oh?
Buyer turned up for my house, offered a tremendous price.
But you love that house. It sounds heavenly, and all the old memories.
Well, Aunt's dead, the children are gone. I kind of rattle around in the place. And yet my friends are there. It's a perfect place to live, to have children, grandchildren visit. If I had a wife, I wouldn't sell it. What do you think, Rhoda?
Palmer, what heavenly days.
I know that we wouldn't have stayed at Mrs. Murchison's if I hadn't felt this way.
Oh, my Lord, I'm proud and happy that you think of me like this. But Palmer, is it that you want to make an honest woman of me? That's terribly gallant, but unnecessary.
Rhoda, Pug Henry is an admirable man, and you are a wonderful woman. But there was a rift in your marriage before we ever met. There had to be.
Before I ever knew Pug, I saw him play as a Navy fullback.
Rhoda.
No, Palmer. Let me go on. Maybe I'll collect myself. Oh, he was a husky fellow. Aggressive, exciting, darting all over the field. And then my stars, he burst on me in Washington. The war was on. He looked dashing in blue and gold, I must say. Oh, he courted the way he played football. He was funny, too. Pug had a droll sense of humor, you know. Well, the other boys I went with were just from the same old Washington crowd. Cut out of the same cookie cutter, you might say. But Pug, oh, he was different. He is, he still is. Oh, I know he loves me. The thing is, he is so Navy. Why, that man left me standing at our wedding reception for half an hour while he drove his commanding officer to the train. And that's Bug Henry for you. And yet in 30 years, he... Oh, God. Oh, now, but the very first time I suddenly feel very, very wretched.
Rhoda.
Oh. I'm sorry. You go, darling. You go along to Denver. As far as I'm concerned, you sell that house. I just think you might regret it one day.
Yes, I'll go. But I'm taking the house off the market.
The early days of September, England braces for invasion while enduring the Nazi terror bombing of London. At the same time, Churchill continues to hurl his RAF at Hitler's invasion fleet, assembling across the Channel in harbors from Ostend to Cherbourg.
Five transport steamers heavily damaged by air attack. One invasion barge sank. An ammunition train blown up.
Time is running out for Operation Sea Lion, the German invasion of Britain. Hitler must either go or not go within the next 2 weeks, or the weather over the Channel will make it uncrossable. But Hitler vacillates, and the world waits for his decision.
Mein Führer, it is obvious the RAF is in no way defeated. In fact, the increasing activity is destroying the invasion fleet at anchor. To mount Operation Sea Lion without control of the air over English ports would be suicide.
One moment. I will guarantee total control of the air over the Channel for Sea Lion.
Reichsmarschall, you once guaranteed that if a single bomb ever fell on Berlin, the German people could call you Meyer.
You are addressing the deputy leader of National Socialism. My successor should have fallen in battle. Party comrade, Reichsmarschall Goering has smashed the British in the air. Magnificent performance. Above all praise.
Mein Führer, the army is ready. Get us over there. The army will undertake to march to London more quickly than we did to Warsaw.
I do not want to march to London. Destroying the British Empire was never my aim. It's a stabilizing influence in the world. I said that in Mein Kampf. Let them recognize my hegemony and see that some suitable colonies, they can keep their empire. In any event, England is finished, beaten, down on her knees. London burns, British harbors burn. Out in the Atlantic, British ships go down under our torpedoings, more and more every day. Churchill, it's finished. I know what you're thinking. Why then does Churchill not surrender? I'll tell you why. Because he still has two hopes: America and Russia. For America, I have nothing to fear. A mongrel country filled with niggers and Jews, always in turmoil. But the Soviet Union, that's a different story. Stalin waits like a spider for me to get embroiled in a channel crossing. He's praying for just that. While I was busy conquering France, he grabbed a piece of Romania and marched the Red Army to within 100 miles of Ploiești, my only source of oil. And I stand 600 miles from Ploiești. So I'll give you now the new and most secret objective of the armed forces. Operation Sea Lion is postponed indefinitely. You will make all preparations to smash the Soviet Union in a quick, all-out summer campaign. One colossal stroke in the east. Smash Russia in 6 weeks, and so bring England finally to her senses and end the war. All forces will report readiness to me not later than February the 15th, 1941.
Soviet Union. Yodel. It is a two-front war. The old nightmare. The one thing he pledged never to do.
He is a supreme military genius. He has always been right. Now, when our armed forces are at their peak, now is the time to settle with Russia.
It is a grand prospect. We fight at last for a great cause, for Christian civilization against Bolshevism.
Do we? Or do we turn east because Göring has not frightened the English into surrender? And because our leader fears the water?
Mr. Slot! Mr. Slot! Mr. Slot!
Here. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Hello, Leslie? It's Bunky. How goes it by the old seashore?
Oh, mighty dull, Bunky. What's up?
Oh, not much. It's just that I believe that you've mentioned from time to time a girl named Natalie Jastrow.
Yes, I have. What about her?
Well, a girl by that name is sitting across from me right now.
Hello, old sloat. I thought you were going to Moscow.
Hello, Jastrow.
Natalie.
Hello.
Let's have a good look at you. No change, maybe a little more rested.
Why isn't Aaron with you? What are you doing here?
Byron's arriving tomorrow on a submarine. Come on, Leslie, come buy me a drink.
At the desk, yes? Surprised you made it through that submarine school.
He just squeaked by. This is his first long cruise. Submarine's stopping here for a few days, and I suppose you think I'm rattlebrained, but he wrote and told me to come, and here I am.
Nothing you do really surprises me, sweetheart. Well, thank you. Listen, Tell me the truth. Is Aaron still in Siena because the passport fell up or because he's just dragging his feet?
Well, it's both. I mean, the consul's being impossible, but Aaron, I think, secretly doesn't mind at all.
He's in more danger than he realizes. Maybe you and I together could shake him free.
But you're going to Moscow.
I have 30 days leave. What if I went to Rome with you? I still have a few friends in that embassy there.
Oh, that'd be marvelous.
To Rome.
To Rome.
Hey, you bunkie. You're just in time for a drink.
Oh, waiter?
I've already ordered it. Double Canadian and water.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, Natalie, here's that list I promised you. I'm afraid you'll agree that effectively kills that notion.
Getting all this stuff together would take months.
I've seen it done in 1 month, but 6 to 8 weeks is more usual. Thank you. For some reason, the Portuguese government doesn't want foreigners to get married here.
Thinking of getting married?
Well, it was one of the things that Byron wrote about, so I thought I would check it out. I mean, obviously it's impossible. Not that I thought it was all that hot an idea anyway.
God. Lisbon gives me the creeps. 40,000 desperate people trying to get out of the net.
I've seen most of the faces in this room at our legation.
This isn't what you and I bargained for when we went to foreign service school, is it?
You better get rid of that Quaker conscience of yours, Bunker. You're going to crack up.
40,000 people. 40,000. Suppose we admitted them all. What difference would it make?
Well, look, I'm not going to defend our immigration laws, but you have to draw the line someplace, don't you? What if there were no laws? I mean, foreigners would flood the economy, starve, start a revolution.
Leslie, he is talking about a few people right here in Lisbon, mostly Jews who've escaped the Germans, that's all.
Tried to escape. Germans can take Portugal overnight. If you want to see the head of the Gestapo in Lisbon, he's just walking in now. And with him is the German ambassador.
Eu quero 3 cervejas. Is he the one with the scar?
No, I don't know who that one is. Though he's undoubtedly Gestapo. Lisbon is a very sad and horrible place. I want another.
Look, why don't we go up my room and have the drink? Then we can go to dinner later.
No, I have an appointment for dinner.
Well, look, I want to go up and change my shirt and all that.
Go ahead. I have to wait for a call about the sub. I'll sit here and have another with Miss Natalie.
All right, I'll see you later. I'll leave the door open.
I'm here.
Yeah, be right there. You like these rooms? Fit for a Raja. The legation had them reserved for some petroleum bigwig, but he didn't show, so I ended up with them for the week.
They're fine.
What's the matter with you?
Byron's submarine has been rerouted to Gibraltar. No explanation, that's just how it is.
I see. Oh, too bad. Maybe you can go see him in Gibraltar.
Thurston doesn't think so.
So, what are you going to do?
Just what I said I was going to do. I'm going to wait for him in the bar downstairs tomorrow morning at 11.
What's the matter with you? You just heard he's en route to Gibraltar.
Well, Navy signals get crossed up just like any others.
So what are you going to do? Sit in that bar all day like patients on a monument?
Don't be cross with me, Sloat.
I'm not. Natalie, it's irrational.
Obvious if he doesn't show up by noon or thereabouts. The next thing for me to do is to find out how I get to Gibraltar. I know. Thurston thinks I'm a fool, too. This is quite a layout. Me, I'm staying in a flea trap across town.
Yeah. Tell you what. Why don't you stay here? No, there's an extra room for a maid. I can stay in there.
Nothing doing, Sloat. If Byron does show up, I'm marrying him. Well, it's what he wants. And in point of fact, it's what I want, too. Some things are inevitable. I love Byron.
I suppose I should congratulate you. God knows I wish you well, Natalie.
I know you do, Sloat. Did you mean that invitation about my having the bedroom?
Why not? Place is yours.
All right. The idea of going to that flea bag again just gives me the horrors. I mean, I haven't had a bath in days.
Be my guest. Tub's magnificent.
People wouldn't understand about us, would they, Sloat?
There's nothing to understand about me. You're the puzzle.
You didn't used to think that.
Paying a steep price for oversimplifying.
I'm fond of you, Sloat.
Thanks, Jastrow. Go take your damn bath.
Waiter, excuse me, have you the correct time?
11:45.
Hey, lady, watch where you're going, huh?
Byron, I just knew it. I just knew you'd
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown.
Sloat, we're over here. Sloat? Over here.
Hello there. Did Natalie tell you we had some very wrong information about you?
Well, not exactly wrong. Anyway, I'm here.
He's got everything, absolutely everything, all translated from the Portuguese, notarized, authenticated by the Portuguese consul. The works. I thought you were supposed to be lousy at paperwork, you devil.
I wonder if did you manage to assemble all this?
When I heard we were going to be in Lisbon, I got a 2-day pass and flew down to Washington. The Portuguese naval attaché used to play tennis with my father.
He was real helpful.
Yeah, I should say so. Well, I guess everything's here.
Well, now what?
Will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
Well, is the exercise on?
We're on. Natalie, Leslie Sloat, my exec, Lady Astor.
How you doing? Pleasure to meet you.
Lady?
Happened to be my plebe year at the academy. With a name like Astor, I guess it was bound to. My name is Carter, Natalie. By all means, use it.
Well, how about we get on with it?
So when we got rerouted to Gibraltar, we had this sudden outbreak of malfunctions.
How could you possibly get away with that?
We've got the engine records to prove it.
Sure, those old S-boats, they just sort of gasp and flounder along. At any moment, you could justify an order to abandon ship. Coming into Lisbon was a highly commendable prudence.
Oh, at last. Come on, we're late.
Big shot, this Admiral Dizaghi.
Vice Chief of Naval Operations. Your ensign must have awesome connections. Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Cá estamos.
O comandante está à sua espera.
Sim.
Estas coisas levam tempo e eu quero convidar a todos para almoçar comigo.
He says these things take time. He invites us all to lunch.
Well, that's very cordial of him. Does he realize we only have 3 days?
Don't press him, Byron.
Would you please tell him what I said?
O jovem quer que você saiba, com o devido respeito, que ele só tem 3 dias para tratar deste assunto.
Traz a caixa das flores. O orvalho não secará nestas rosas antes do seu casamento.
He says, the dew will not dry on these roses before you are married.
Beautiful, thank you. You know, I'm beginning to believe it for the very first time.
Here we are, the marriage bureau. It's closed.
Por favor, querida señora, no se preocupe. Venga conmigo.
He says it's okay.
Abra la porta. Venga.
Bom dia.
Good luck for you. Good luck for you. Felicidades.
What is this?
Congratulations. You're married.
We are? When? I must have missed it.
When you signed the blue paper, that was it.
I guess we just have to take their word for it, huh? Got the ring?
Honeymoon suite is right. Nice of Sloat to let us use this place.
Yes.
Yes. Sloat.
For you.
What's that?
Oh, it's just some stuff that I bought at the shop downstairs. I guess Sloat must have told them that we were here.
He thinks of everything, doesn't he?
He sure does. Will you excuse me a minute? Maybe you can pour us some champagne?
Sure.
Wear the white, Jastrow. You always looked angelic in white. This is a confidential communication. To be destroyed. Yours till death. Sloat.
Knife edge of geography between war and peace. Far from home, Mr. and Mrs. Byron Henry, Americans, slumbering in wedlock on a January night of 1941. One of the more than 2,000 nights of the Second World War. when so much of mankind slept so badly.
Numerous losses suffered.
Including the secretaries of Winston Churchill. He is wearing them out in relays, dictating a letter to Franklin Roosevelt more than 4,000 words long.
Yet I must add,
This letter is a turning point of the war.
the situation is equally desperate.
Great Britain cannot handle the challenge alone any longer. He begs Roosevelt to help him against the U-boat blockade by sharing the convoy job and by replacing the hundreds of vessels being sunk. He asks, too, for immense quantities of aircraft and munitions. Finally, after many pages, he takes the plunge.
Last of all, we come to the question of finance. The more rapid and abundant the flow of munitions and ships that you are able to send us, the sooner will our dollar credits be exhausted. The orders already placed exceed many times the total foreign exchange remaining at the disposal of Great Britain. Would it not be wrong if we were to be divested of all assets, and after victory was won with our blood, civilization saved, and time gained for the United States to be fully armed, that we should stand stripped to the bone? We are ready to suffer and sacrifice to the utmost for the cause. The rest we leave with confidence to you and your people. Confident that ways and means will be found. And if, Mr. President, the defeat of the Nazi and fascist tyranny is a matter of high consequence to the United States, then you will regard this letter not as an appeal for aid, but as a statement of the minimum action necessary to achieve our common purpose.
That'll be the courier plane, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dan. Churchill's letter, I expect, huh? Well, they aren't fighting anyway. Let him have everything he needs to keep fighting, free of charge. And he wants us to get it over there for him.
That is, repeal the Neutrality Act.
Yeah?
They're fighting to save us. To save the Earth. They're fighting alone. come to the end of their rope. The problem is money. The dollar sign. Needs an idea. Well, the fishing may be better tomorrow, Harry. Fine show, Dan, especially for the crew. You enjoy Laurel and Hardy?
Yes, I do, Mr. President.
Good, so do I.
Well, Mr. President, we dock tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep, sir.
Come to my quarters, Harry.
Attention on deck. Carry on.
I've been thinking about that letter. Got an idea. In the minds of a very overwhelming number of Americans, the best immediate defense of the United States is the success of Great Britain defending itself. Now, what I'm trying to do is eliminate the dollar sign. That's something new in the minds of everybody in this room, I think. Get rid of the silly, foolish old dollar sign. Let me give you an illustration. Suppose my neighbor's house catches on fire, and I have a length of garden hose 400 or 500 feet away. If he can take my garden hose and connect it to his hydrant, I may help him put out the fire, and thus prevent the fire from spreading to my house. Now, what do? I don't say to him before that operation, neighbor, my garden hose cost me $15. You'll have to pay me $15 for it. No. What is the transaction that goes on? I don't want $15. I want my garden hose back after the fire is over.
Mr. President.
Feeling cocky?
No, simply adventurous. After all, perhaps this will be our last game. I understand you have been recalled to Washington, and I must travel tomorrow for an inspection of the Eastern Front.
What Eastern Front? I thought you and the Soviet were buddies.
Of course. Our part of pacified Poland.
Of course.
Check. Time for another?
I haven't resigned yet.
Tell me, Victor, what is all that smokescreen about lending and leasing and garden hoses?
Well, there is legal precedent for the leasing of American military property. But the lending of ships and weapons is a novel idea. Of course, they have to be returned in good repair after the war.
It's poppycock.
It's politics.
Check. Oversight. Not concentrating. Why is he so afraid to tell the truth to the American people? I can tell you what Franklin D. Roosevelt should say.
What's that?
He should say, "My friends, this war is for the mastery of the world. Our aim should be to achieve that mastery, but with the minimum of blood. Let us encourage other people to do our fighting for us. Let us give them all the material they need to keep on fighting. What do we care? In developing the industries to produce the stuff for lend-lease, we are getting ready for world rule. They will use up all our early models, our discardable stuff, in killing Germans for us. And then, at the last moment, when the mopping up will be easy, we shall step in. The others will shed the blood, and we will take the prize." That is the true meaning of lend-lease, Victor.
That is your version, General. Mate. Time for another, General?
Goodbye, Victor. I shall miss our games. If there's any last thing I can do for you?
Oh, there may be. Ted Gallard, British RAF pilot, went down to the Channel a few months ago. Good friend of mine. Maybe your people picked him up.
Gallard?
Gallard.
I will see what I can do. Good luck in war plans.
War plans?
Oh, Victor. Please, come this way. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm so glad you could come. It's a little gloomy here now, Victor, but very tired. Please. So, you go so soon. Did you expect this?
Yes, I did.
Of course, you're anxious to be reunited with your beautiful wife. What do you say to a glass of sherry, Victor?
That'll be fine, thank you.
Well, now, what do we drink to? I dare say you won't drink to victory for Germany?
We are neutral, you know.
Oh, Victor. If only you were. Well, to an honorable peace.
To an honorable peace.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
Now, about your friend Gallard, the British aviator, he was plucked out of the Channel by our Navy. He's been confined in a prisoner of war camp, and I'm happy to report his condition is good.
I am obliged to you and to General von Rhoda.
No, please. Among men of honor, certain courtesies are taken for granted. And it is in that spirit that I asked you to come here this evening. There are special conversations that have to be forgotten. And in Germany, we have a phrase for such delicate matters. We say, under four eyes?
I believe I've heard that phrase.
What transpires next is under four eyes. You and Armin had a conversation about this lend-lease bill. Did it make sense to you? You prefer not to say, eh? Of course, you are a diplomat.
I'm a gunnery expert, misplaced in diplomacy, and hoping to get the hell out of it.
A man of honor wants to serve on the field. Hmm? Would you?
No, thank you.
That you sympathize with England is only natural. I do. I love England. After all, I spent 2 years at Oxford. But we know that in your army and navy there is serious opposition to this lend-lease giveaway, which will strip you of armaments, by the way. Now, in war plans, you will be in a key position to foster this wise, patriotic opposition. Frankly, Germany needs friends in influential positions to offset the Morgenthals and the Lehmanns. No, please. You promised that you would hear me out. Now, Victor, and remember, this is under four eyes. We do have such friends. Not many, but a few. Patriotic Americans who see the realities, and not the propaganda of the Jews and of Churchill, who is just an adventurous megalomaniac. We hope that you will be another such friend. Now, you are aware of my connection with Hermann Göring. To me, one of the great figures in European history. His practical grasp of affairs still astounds me. Now, Hermann Göring has established in Switzerland some anonymous, untraceable bank accounts. And after the war, these will be the rewards of Germany's honorable friends who said the right word in the right place. It will be a time of simple gratitude among men of honor, a sharing of benefits in the day of victory. If our friends want these accounts, they will be there. If not, so, Victor, I have spoken my piece, and after you have said yours, this conversation will be as if it had never existed.
I find that interesting, extremely interesting. But I must ask you, what made you, or General von Roon, or Reichsmarshal Goering, so sure that I might be receptive to this offer? Now, this is highly important to me.
Armin von Roon knows nothing about it.
Okay.
As for the Reichsmarshal, he remembers your visit with the banker, Gianelli, and his purpose now is exactly the same as Roosevelt's was then, to avoid any future useless bloodshed. He thinks you can help. And I have confidence that you will.
Well, that is a very clear answer. And now here is mine, under four eyes. You tell Reichsmarshal Goering for me that he can stick his Swiss bank account up his fat ass.
I remind you, Captain Henry, that you have not yet left the Third Reich. You are still in Berlin. Reichsmarshal Goering is second only to the Führer.
I am an officer of the United States Navy,
And unless I misunderstood you, or you'd care to withdraw it, you have asked me in his name to commit treason for money.
My dear Victor, how can you take it that way? What I asked of you was that you should present both sides for the sake of American security and for peace. Now see here, Old Top. We Germans are at war, surrounded by foes. I think your response was naive, wrong. Your phrasing was coarse. Still, it was an honorable reaction, and I have absolutely no hard feelings. I trust you have none. I put a very high value on your goodwill, Victor. And we did have some good times at Abendroh, didn't we?
By the way, I don't know whether you youngsters are interested in the war. Remember the war? There's news. The British have captured Tobruk.
Is Tobruk important?
Yeah, it's important. It's the best harbor between Egypt and Tunis.
Well, look who's arrived.
German ambassador. Friends.
Oh, God.
When did you hear this?
E sou uma doida endoidece, pronto que me cervela. E sou uma doida endoidece.
One. He's the best of the fado singers.
What's that? Fado.
Fado singers. Fate songs. Very pathetic, very Portuguese.
What song is that?
Well, that's an old one. That's the fado of the sailors. Close your eyes. Life is simpler with your eyes closed.
Ser doido por quem me esquece, ser doido sim, mas por ela.
Können Sie O Sole Mio singen?
Perdón, señor. Eso sé cantar o fado.
Ich werde ihm beibringen, wie man O Sole Mio singt. Bitte! O Sole Mio!
No, so, señor.
O Sole Mio! Da, da, da. Da, 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 da.
No, so, señor.
Da, 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 da.
Se não fazes o que te dizem, cortemos-te a língua. Canta.
Canta! sole mio. Da 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 da.
Let's leave now.
For that.
Byron! Slow, do something.
He doesn't sing O Sole Mio. Yeah? The man said he doesn't sing O Sole Mio.
For God's sake, they don't even understand you.
No. No Sole Mio.
Cut.
You get the hell back to your seat and shut your swinish mouth, or else it will be the worse for you and your Jew woman. Quick! Marsch! Nicht streiten! Peter, nicht streiten! Nicht!
It's all right.
Nicht!
Don't be afraid. All right.
Who are you? An American naval officer. Attached to submarine S-45.
I'm the German ambassador to Portugal. As it happens, I took as my companion was inexcusably rude. Please, accept my apologies.
I believe it's my wife who deserves an apology.
Halten Sie ihn zurück.
Sir.
Yes, of course. Will you accept my apology, madam?
Yes, yes. Byron, that's enough.
Mix it up.
Nicely done.
Yes, absolutely mad. Nicely done.
I told him the guy didn't sing O Sole Mio. All right, what's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing at all. What am I doing wrong?
Natalie.
All right. I loathe Lisbon. I always have. And God in heaven, I'm going to regret till the day I die that we were ever married and spent our wedding night here. I'll never forget the scene in that restaurant tonight.
It's not because of Lisbon, Natalie.
You keep saying that Lisbon is like San Francisco. Well, in San Francisco, the Inquisition didn't baptize Jews by force and burn the ones that objected and take away their children to raise them as Christians. How does that little tidbit of Lisbon history strike you? Does it matter? Maybe it doesn't to you.
Look, I'll do whatever you want about the religion. You want me to become Jewish?
Are you insane? I don't know where you're going. I don't know when I'll ever see you again. All I know is that you're leaving tomorrow in a submarine. Look, why don't we just tear up the Portuguese documents and just let everything be as it was? And my God, if we ever find ourselves in a human situation again and still care, we can always get married again properly. I mean, this was a farce.
No, it wasn't. This is all I ever wanted all my life. And now I've got it. We're not tearing up any papers. You're my wife.
Why did you go through all this trouble? Why did you get yourself in this mess?
Because, Natalie. Married officers get extra allowance.
I see. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Why didn't you tell me? Even I can understand greed. Byron! Byron!
What is it? What time is it?
It's 1:45.
Listen, since still broken, new orders are going out all the time.
Great.
That's life. Hi, Natalie. This is one terrible thing to be doing, breaking in on honeymooners. Talk about extra hazardous duty.
Well, what's the matter?
I should change the plans. There's no sweat.
Listen, I gotta go out and round up the rest of the crew that's got overnights. Should be an interesting tour of Lisbon after dark.
Well, tell me.
Since the fall of Tobruk, the mission has been changed. S-45 leaves in the morning.
Lovely. My entire married life cut short by a third.
Not exactly. I plan on having 6 kids.
6? I may never last the course.
Natalie, I don't want you going back to Italy.
But I have to.
What do you suppose Aaron would do if you wired him and said we were married and you were going straight home?
Oh, he'd make a mess of it. I mean, he's absolutely terrible with officials, and the stupider they are, the worse he gets. I have to go back.
All right. 60 days, 2 months. If he's not out of there by April 1st, you go straight home. You book your transportation now.
I see. Are you giving me orders, Byron?
Yes, I am.
Well, that feels pretty good. All right, my lord and master, I'll do just as you say. 60 days. Now tell me something. Exactly when do you leave?
Astor comes for me at 5:30.
Hours and hours. Great big chunk of our marriage left. Why are you standing there? Come here.
Joe, wait for me.
So when did this sea-going Greyhound float in here?
Yesterday. It's an old Spanish bucket. Crew's mostly Greeks and Turks. I tried talking with them. Pleasanter ones seem to be professional cutthroats. I gather these poor Jews will be packed in like sardines on 5-decker bunks, which they pay the price of a deluxe suite on the Queen Mary. These fellows laugh like hell about that.
Hey, Harry!
Well,
Watch it, watch it. Ooh. Take it easy.
Well, Natalie, you sure made a beautiful bride. Now you're a beautiful Navy wife. So long.
Bye-bye.
We're underway at 0700.
Everything's gonna be okay, Natalie. It's just time.
Now, man, the special sea detail.
I guess that's it.
Getting married was exactly the right idea. No, I really mean it. It was an inspiration, and I adore you for it. Hey, I love you. I'm very happy.